story from my past, and it may remind you of the first time you got drunk. It's called the mystery bottle. It's a mystery to me why Brent Coldwell sold that bottle to Bill Mackellar. Maybe he thought someone of less discerning tastes might enjoy a mystery bottle. It certainly was a mystery to us what was in the bottle. Bill and I were doubled over, holding our stomachs in the gravel pit on Riverside Drive one Saturday evening, trying very hard not to throw up. The mystery bottle was being passed between us. Bill and I were riding buddies at the time. Bill was too young at 14 to drive, and I had just gotten my motorcycle license. I often gave him a ride home from the Cove on my Honda 90. Neither of us had much drinking experience. I don't think I knew what wine should taste like. Bill had bought a bottle of something from Brent Coldwell, a neighborhood kid who lived up Riverside Drive, and he asked me if I wanted to share the bottle and get drunk. Sure, I said, hoping to sound like an experienced drinker. Where to? Well, how about that gravel pit on Riverside tonight? Okay. And so together, on my little black Honda 90, we bumped and puttered into the secluded, tree-covered lane that led to the gravel pit. Within a few hundred feet, the path opened into a large clearing, and here I stopped the motorcycle, put down the kickstand, and together we walked over to a couple of large rocks at the edge of the clearing and sat down. Bill pulled out his bottle and held it up to the evening sunset. The bottle had no proper label, just a handwritten scribble in runny ink, held on loosely by 2 bits of Scotch tape. You could just make out the words, Salal Berry Wine. After a bit of pulling, the cork popped off and a peculiar odor filled the air. It was like some rotten berry smell, I guessed. Bill wrinkled his nose and took the first testy taste. He kind of looked up at the sky in wonder, and then slowly a scowl began with his lips curled up. His eyes blinked and squeezed shut like he just drank poison. He began to hiccup and hold his head down between his knees. After a while, he looked up and said through teary eyes, "That stuff is horrible!" Oh, come on, Bill, it can't be that bad. We both tasted Madman's 5-star whiskey a few times and knew that this drinking business wasn't for the faint of heart. The stuff naturally tasted strong, and you had to be particularly stout-hearted to drink, I thought. "Let's have a try, Bill," I said, determined to put up a manly effort. I hoisted the bottle and was soon hiccuping and retching in the dirt alongside Bill. I can't describe the taste to you. I've never before or tasted anything like it. If I had to recreate the dreadful stuff, I would take half a bottle of the worst wine in the world, add a large shovelful of horse manure, top the bottle off by peeing into it, and then shake the putrid mess for half an hour until the flavors blended. It took real guts to try again. But after contemplating the cost of the bottle, we decided to have another try, determined at least to drink some of it. Slowly the foul stuff went down in the bottle, and Bill and I sat like a couple of stupid heroes looking at the now empty bottle, feeling quite ill, but definitely not drunk, that much I know. What had Brent Coldwell sold us, we wondered. Some days later, we discovered through the grapevine that Brent had been working cleaning out some junk for Mr. Hogan, who lived at the bottom of Riverside Drive. He was an odd man who made herbal potions and wine, which he sold at the P&E in the summer. Mr. Hogan could often be seen wandering in the middle of Riverside Drive in various states of undress. Usually he wore a purple paisley dressing gown, looking like he just popped out of bed. And always with a slight stagger, as if his wine had caused him to lose certain sensibilities. Well, maybe his wine and potion-making abilities had slipped too, for his garbage can held a few unopened bottles the day Brent went to work cleaning up for him. And here it is suspected was the source of our mystery bottle. Maybe it was wine, maybe not. Who knows? It was a mystery to us and a mistake we would never make again. We bought our liquor from a reputable bootlegger after that.
Thank you. And our last open mic, may I ask Chidi Okoye to the open mic? Chidi, did you say you come from Nigeria?
Yes.